Do you often find yourself hitting the ball late on your forehand ground stroke or your backhand ground stroke? As opposed to hitting the ball in front of you or early as it should be. Hi, I'm Jeremy. I'm with Fundamental Tennis, and in today's video I'm going to talk with you about why it's so important to hit the ball in front of your body on the ground stroke as opposed to making contact back here next to your body. I'm going to give you some progressive drills that anybody can do. It's an easy fix with these progressive drills, an easy fix to consistently get that contact point in front of the body. And this fix is also a massive fundamental to the forehand technique to help maximize power and depth and control. I'm also going to show you a couple of contact killers, as I call them, things that people do on the stroke that will make you hit the ball late. So stay tuned and let's dive right in. So as I mentioned at the beginning of the video, we're going to talk about the contact killers, or what makes so many people hit the ball late. So we want to fix that before we can get into the progression. So the first contact killer is the most common one, and that is preparing late or turning late or getting the racket back late. So if I'm hitting the ball this way, and when the ball hits the ground on my side of the net, if I'm still turning and or getting the racket to go backwards, then I am often going to be late, especially if the ball comes fast and or deep. So a great visual to know if you are preparing early enough to give yourself a chance to hit the ball in front is when the ball bounces on your side of the net, you should be done with your turn and your racket is set, meaning the racket doesn't go back any further, okay? So I'm going to show you one or two of ways of what not to do in the late preparation, and then I'm going to show you how to prepare very early to give yourself a chance to hit the ball in front and to maximize power and control. So this is what we don't want to do, okay? I'll make it a bit more obvious. The ball bounces now. I do the last moment and be late. Now watch this. Ball bounces now. You see how I'm set. I'm done with my turn. I'm done with the racket going backwards when the ball hits the ground. The racket should not be going back when that ball hits the ground on my side. Okay? Now, let's go over the second contact killer, and that is not rotating the hips, not utilizing the body. So if I'm hitting the ball this way again, in my ready position, the ball comes, I prepare early maybe, but if I don't rotate my hips, look where the contact's going to be. It's pretty difficult to not rotate and hit the ball in front. So notice what happens when I rotate my hips. I'm not going to move my arm here. If I rotate my hips, contact naturally goes in front. So watch again. Here's if I don't rotate, without moving my arm, boom, contact naturally goes in front of the body. So here's what not to do first. You can compare this to what you do if you videotape yourself. If it looks like what I'm about to do, then you're going to get that fixed. So here is, I'm not rotating my hips, so contact is next to me. So watch again. So I didn't rotate my hips. Now watch this time. And boom. So I rotate my hips, allows me to get that contact point in front. Okay? So again, that is the other contact killer, is when you don't rotate the hips, it's going to make you contact the ball late. So let's get finally into the progressions on how we can get that contact consistently in front and maximize power, speed, and, well, power is speed. Maximize power, control, and depth. So you're going to want to have a partner to hand toss you balls, or they could rally with you from the service line area. Even better would be if you had access to a ball machine, use that. You could also rally against a wall. Now, as you'll see, I'm going to be doing this from the baseline area because the ball machine is not behaving today. It won't give me short balls, but I'd like you to do it from the service line area because I want you to stay away from your environmental habit back there of hitting the ball late and lacking extension. Remember, working on extension in these progressions. Remember, we're doing that so that we get that contact naturally out in front. An extension, of course, as I've already mentioned, gives you more power and control and depth, especially directional control, because you're swinging out to the target as opposed to across the body into your chest. Now, in this progression, we're going to be doing no follow through for now. You're going to finish with the hands at the left edge of your body, if you're a righty, the hitting arm straight. Okay, and your hand should be about eye level. Notice how I'm finishing in front of me. I'm not finishing behind me. In my experience, when I have people follow through, they revert back to a later contact and little extension after contact because they know they're finishing here as opposed to out in front. So very important that you get exactly this finish. So I'm going to receive a couple balls here. I'd like you to hold the finish. Okay? And just be really mindful of your body and what you're doing, specifically your hitting arm. Okay, notice how I'm catching the racket with my non-dominant hand at the end of the swing. You should be swinging slowly here, again from the service line area. I'm going to demonstrate with the two-handed backhand. Okay? So I have a very long hitting zone. I'm swinging out towards the target as opposed to doing this, okay? Forehand. If you go like this at the end, you notice you're not in this position, then you know that your contact was late. So the finish of your swing will tell you if you had a good contact, okay? So give that a try. Do as many as it takes for you to consistently do, a dozen or two in a row where you finish properly. And again, it's great to video yourself here to see if you're doing it correctly. You can compare it to what I'm doing there. So let's get into the second progression. So we're going to do the same technique as the previous progression, in that we're going to finish with the hitting arm straight, extended, and the racket and the hands in front of the body with no follow through. But we're going to alternate between that technique and doing the same technique except passing through this extension position in a continuous motion all the way to the finish. So one finishing in front and then one doing the same swing except not finishing in front, finishing the whole thing until you get to the follow through. So I'm going to show you a forehand demonstration. I'll show you the two-handed backhand as well, and one-handed backhand, same technique as two in terms of the extension, just with obviously one hand. Here we go. First one, I'm going to finish in front. Same thing I just did this time, except now I follow through all the way. Finish in front. Try to get that arm totally straight at the end of the swing. And finish. Let's do the two-handed backhand. Here we go. And same thing, but with a follow through. Two more here. Extension. Same swing, but I'm going to now finish it. So, give that a try. You can do some short court rallies, slowly work your way back to the baseline. If you need to revert back to no follow through and just go to here because you feel like you're getting the alligator arm again, the late contact, then you may do that. But when you're ready, get to that same follow through, behind the back. A lot of times when people go from the no follow through to the finish, they will revert a little bit back to their old technique, start hitting the ball late and having the arm too close to the body. So make sure that you really exaggerate the extension because you really can't extend too much. So extend out and up as much as you can. I really love making this video for y'all. Please like and subscribe, reach out to me, tell your friends, comments, and I hope to see you in the next video.